Welcome to episode 3 of podcast.
No, calculated risk show.
Oh yeah, not
Calculated risk
No,
show.
yeah,
We aren't
take that
labeling
out.
ourselves. We're not labeling ourselves.
Not a podcast. It's
It's a show.
Yeah, it's a show.
It's a show.
Talk show.
We gotta set the precipice. You know, we are different.
do.
We are different.
We're different.
Very different.
Well, today we have a very special guest joining us, and he is right over here next to me. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. So he's been in the family for
a year.
Almost
a little more than a year now.
Yeah. He's our legally adopted son. Yeah, he's a little beaten up. Not from us though. No, we're not
Some
not
Clint
abusers.
Eastwood cowboy came in our dorm and drop kicked the shit out of him one day.
Yeah, we had a friend come in and he kind of beat him up.
Ryan took a beating that day.
He did. His forehead's a little bent, but that's all right.
He survived though.
What are we doing today? We doing Marvel
yeah.
movies?
The reason we brought Ryan along with us is because he is a star of a Marvel movie. So Ryan, tell us a bit about your upcoming movie, Deadpool 3.
Wow, so inspirational.
Well said.
Can't get enough of this guy.
Well said.
Yeah.
He's the life of the party every time.
Every time.
What a goober.
Yeah.
What a goober.
What was that, Ryan? Oh my God, Ryan.
You got him with that one.
Yep. All right. So, I think we were eventually gonna do a what is it called? Tier list?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the on screen you'll see we'll have a little tier list thing going while we do this. This isn't just the MCU. Nah, phony baloney. You can't act like, every other movie didn't happen. I will be exempting the really shitty Marvel shows like Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I am not never watched that.
I have not seen that one.
And I'm not about to put on the list. And I never watched the Netflix Marvel shows.
There's Netflix Marvel shows?
Well, there you go. That tells you a thing or two about them. There's Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Defenders.
I've seen those.
You seen them?
Yeah, so I watched Daredevil. I watched a few episodes of Luke Cage, a few episodes of The Punisher.
Are they worthwhile to put on the list?
Jessica Jones. Honestly, and there's also Defenders. I think you said that.
Yeah.
I really liked Daredevil.
I've seen a little of Daredevil. I thought it was at least good.
Until of course, I don't know how many seasons there are anymore.
There's like 4, I think.
Yeah, first 2 were pretty good. Like first season, I was very happily pleased with, but then after that, it felt like kind of more the same stuff. So
okay,
the other ones I really didn't get hooked into very much. So
we can do them then. We can do them.
We can try, I guess.
You want to get into this shit?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, if there's a tie, Ryan's got to break it.
Ryan, you ready? All right, I think he's good to go.
Nod of approval right there. So first up are the Spider-Man movies, the ones that are not MCU. Okay. So let's start off with Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire.
It is kind of cheesy, but at the same time, it's decent. I forget when it came out. In the 90s, maybe?
Dude, 99 or 2000.
Okay. But honestly, the CGI is not that bad. I would probably give it A tier.
A tier? Okay.
That's what
That's what I was leaning towards.
Okay.
Didn't want to start out too strong with an ultra giga tier.
Mm-hmm.
So,
those are for the ultra giga Chad
yeah,
movies.
All right. Spider-Man 2.
Okay. This one for me took a drop.
Is it because he loses his will to be Spider-Man? That's why he loses his powers?
Well, yeah, the whole premise of the story for me is he didn't believe in himself, and that's the whole reason. And he has a midlife crisis.
It's kind of comical.
Yeah, like he gets his powers from confidence.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah. Like if you don't have confidence, yeah, too bad.
Yeah, like if someone gets bit by the spider and is like has low self-confidence, they just can't become Spider-Man.
Because they're not confident enough. You're confident.
Yes.
But he didn't even have confidence before though. It's kind of out of nowhere. I mean,
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was the most forgettable one out of the 3 for me.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would give it probably a C,
Okay.
to be honest.
That's gonna create some uproar. I know people love that one.
Really?
Yeah, some people argue it's better than the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it just doesn't do it for me like the first one.
The best Spider-Man, the absolute best, Spider-Man 3. This is Giga Chad, I think. It is Giga Chad tier. Giga Chad tier.
Honestly, like the comical factor, I would have to agree with the Giga Chad.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a good movie.
Yeah,
but it's so bad it's good. Like really good.
It's like they like tried hard to make it really good, but then like it just came out as kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like more of a funny movie.
They got James Franco playing the Hobgoblin. This is such an ass name. I'm the Hobgoblin. What the fuck? Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Okay. I know I'm in the minority for this, but I really enjoyed the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I think that Andrew Garfield was a really good actor for it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've heard some people say that like, oh, he's like too cool for the role or something
for Peter,
like
yeah.
that, or like he looks too good or something like that. But like Peter Parker to me isn't like, he's not ugly.
Yeah.
He's just nerdy. And
I think they were saying it's not Andrew Garfield's fault at all, but they didn't write his character as nerdy as usual.
Right.
So, I mean.
But I do like the fact that, so like Amazing Spider-Man and the Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, I do really like the fact that Peter like does everything kind of on his own. He's like kind of self-made.
Yeah.
Because in the Tom Holland movies, he like gets his suit and a bunch of gadgets from Tony Stark.
Yeah.
But like, and he like does stuff too. Like he's still smart, but they don't really show him make as many things as they show in the other ones. Like Amazing Spider-Man 1, he's like in the basement trying like different, like creating the webs and creating the whole suit. And in the second one, he's creating the whatever you call it, like the web shooter that is like insulated, so whenever Electro zaps him, it doesn't completely bug it out. So that's why I really like those ones.
I thought they were mid. I thought they were mid.
God damn it!
It's not Andrew Garfield's fault. It was just the story was mid as hell. That was my opinion. The first one I thought was really good comparative to the second one. The second one was kind of a joke because they did it with Spider-Man 3. They just started throwing villains in.
Right.
Like the Green Goblin was horrible in the second one. It was horrible how they did it. It was fucking awful.
And they just threw in Rhino at the very end for the hell of it.
Just that we're making a Spider-Man 3. No, they didn't. No. I mean, and Electro just looked like a fucking one of the Blue Men from the Blue Man Group. That's all he
like a Smurf.
It was such a waste of having wasn't it Jamie Foxx? It was such a waste of him, like his acting skills. They made him a fucking terrible character. So I want to put Amazing Spider-Man 2 in D and Amazing Spider-Man 1 in C. What are your calls?
I think Amazing Spider-Man 1 could go into B.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think I would agree.
Okay.
With D.
On to the X-Men movies. Have you seen these?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I was alone because I've never met anyone that's seen these.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Skylar's only seen Deadpool movies and Logan because I showed her it.
Okay.
So, X-Men First Class. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I really didn't like that movie.
I thought it was horrible.
I really didn't like it.
I thought it was horrible. It had so many like just weird sexual shit at times.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like they go into I don't even know where they're at. She like changes into lingerie basically to walk in there. And it wasn't like a strip club. It was like some like I don't know. It was
a random public place.
No, it was like a weird fucking place. Like had beds and everything. It was weird. It was like a brothel. But like it didn't make any sense. Me as like I was probably 14. I was just like watching, like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I mean, this makes no sense. So I want to give it an F. I fucking hated that movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That one again is like not very memorable to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember very many moments from it.
Well, you shouldn't. So you're lucky. Okay, X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
Honestly, I did kind of like that movie.
I digged it as a kid, but then I watched it again in my teen years, and it was awful. I was like,
I haven't seen it like very recently.
oh God, you need to watch it again. Like it's bad.
Because okay, the final fight is bad. Like the way they depicted Deadpool.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
That was not good. Because he just looked like some like Muppet man.
He was a Muppet man. It's so fucking awful.
Like all like his mouth was just like
sewn shut
and everything. I don't know. It was just,
Merc with no mouth.
Yeah.
I don't even know. The movie was a roller coaster. Like
it was.
When I watched it again, I didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Because I was like trying to follow the story. Because as a kid, you don't really give a shit. You're just like there for the cool moments.
Right.
But then I was like trying to get in the story. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Keep track.
I was like, what is he doing over here? And why is he over here now? I'm like, why'd they even grab Deadpool and do that to him? Like, it made no sense to me. There's no point at all. So I
would give it C.
C? I was gonna say D.
I could roll it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't put it with Amazing Spider-Man 2 and feel okay.
Yeah.
Or sorry, Spider-Man 2. X-Men 1, the first one.
I think it was bad.
I thought it was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say B or A.
Yeah, I would say like a solid B.
Yeah. X-Men 2. Do you remember this one?
Again, one of the more like forgetful ones for me.
Okay. I think it's B or C. I thought it was still good. The storyline was still entertaining. It's like
do you remember like the storyline a whole lot?
Yeah.
I don't quite remember a whole lot.
That's when they had Nightcrawler come in.
Okay.
He got involved, and that's when the mutants were being hunted. So like Xavier's school got like the basically the SWAT. The SWAT came in, or like at night, and they're trying to fucking like, I don't know. It's not like they're killing them, but they're doing something. I think they were they were gonna either kill them or detain them. Like it doesn't matter, because then like Cyclops was like fighting some, and like people were trying to get the hell out of Xavier. And so, and that's when Wolverine goes back to that dude that funneled the adamantium into him, and he goes to that. They go to that facility.
Oh,
you remember that?
Yeah. Okay, that scene is like pretty iconic.
Yeah, they like flood the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's B or C. What are you feeling?
I could put it up there with the first one.
Okay,
because I am starting to remember a few moments from it.
X-Men Last Stand. Do you remember this movie?
Vaguely. Is that the one with like the apocalypse?
No.
Okay, that's a different one.
Last Stand is the one where Jean becomes Dark Phoenix,
and he has to like fight her at the end.
Yeah,
right? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but like they just kill off Cyclops for the fuck of it, and then they add in a bunch of characters, and then Magneto's leading the fucking squad against them and shit, and the dumbass was like, oh. He can't stop us. We have plastic guns or whatever, and then he still
plastic guns.
He still stops them. You know, it's so fucking dumb. Like it was an entertaining movie though. It still was entertaining, unlike the First Class movie. So
yeah,
D, C.
I could see probably D.
Okay, because I remember as a kid the fucking scene with Juggernaut where he calls the girl a bitch and then runs through walls chasing her.
Oh,
Because
God.
she's the one that can teleport through the walls. She's like, you bitch. He goes, and it's just so dumb as fuck. I remember just like, haha, funny man go through wall.
Funny big man.
Next is Wolverine, the movie where he's in Japan and stuff.
Ooh. I really liked that one.
I thought it was real good.
Yeah.
Silver Samurai was a little weird because he was like a mech. But it's like whatever.
But
like it was still really good.
The whole movie itself, I could probably see it being Giga Chad.
Giga Chad? You're gonna do that one, Giga Chad?
I could see it. Or A tier.
I'll say A.
Okay.
Because I thought it had some faults, but overall it was really good.
Yeah, I thought Hugh Jackman did a really good job.
Oh, he always does. Even in Origins, he was the fucking best part of the movie. Like the only thing that saved that movie from being like completely awful was the fact that he was Wolverine.
Right.
There's just no way around that. Next is, have you seen Days of Future Past?
Is that the apocalyptic one?
No.
God damn it.
This is, to me, by far the best X-Men movie there is. They're in the future. They're being hunted by the Sentinels, and he goes into the past because like they're about to be wiped out. They're holed up, in this building. He's being transferred into the past, and he's got to go and make Mystique. Yeah, he has to stop her from killing a guy.
Okay.
Because that's what set this whole thing into an event.
Yeah. It was like a human guy.
Yeah, he was like doing this program, but if she killed him, it would give them viable reason to hunt the mutants down. So that was the best one, I thought.
Okay.
So I'm thinking I'm putting it with Ultra Giga.
Giga.
That is the best one. What do you think?
I could say that or A.
Okay. What are you feeling?
Gonna ask Ryan.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you think? He seems a little disappointed he's not in it. He said A.
Okay.
They didn't ask him to be a part of it. He's mad. This one, X-Men Apocalypse. That's the apocalyptic one. It's called Apocalypse.
Yeah.
What do you think about this one?
Probably D or C.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Enough said about that one.
Now, let's do the last X-Men movie there ever is. Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix. Okay, I have not seen that.
I haven't seen it either because it looked awful as fuck. So I'm going to just say 97 Freeze. And for those of you at home, the 97 Freeze is the category
of the 1997 Batman and Robin movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger was cast as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. It was
you could probably let your imagination finish the rest, but
A+ cast, especially the part where Mr. Freeze is in his snow fortress in PJs being served by two like scantily clad girls for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, that
sets the tone for you.
It does.
It sets
really
the tone for you. Deadpool.
Okay.
What do you think of Deadpool?
Deadpool, honestly.
Think about who's sitting next to you.
He's looking down on me right now.
He's staring into your soul.
Honestly, I would put it in Ultra Giga Chad. Was that the first rated R Marvel movie?
Mm-hmm.
Or was that Logan?
No, Logan came next.
Okay.
Now Deadpool 2's up. I thought this was even better than the first one, and so it's got. Really I think it's Ultra Giga too.
I would say that too. Deadpool movies are top tier.
They are. That's why I'm so excited for our man's new movie coming out.
Him and Hugh Jackman.
I know. You couldn't ask for more, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Next is the final Fox X-Men Universe movie, Logan.
I did really enjoy Logan. It explored like a different path of Wolverine that I thought was really cool, where he's kind of old and broken down.
Well, this is my by far my favorite movie. One of my favorites.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is so well done in my opinion.
I do really enjoy it. I would say A or Giga.
I'm going Giga.
Okay.
I'm fighting for it because that is my favorite movie.
I won't dispute that. That movie is really good.
Okay, now we got quite a We're almost to the Marvel universe, the MCU, but we got a few movies to categorize before we get there.
Oh no.
So the first one is the Fantastic Four, the one without Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Have you seen these?
That's like probably F or 97.
I'm saying 97. Actually, I'll say F for the first one, and then we'll talk about Rise of the
Then
Silver
we'll talk-
Surfer. The first one,
The Silver Surfer.
yeah, the first one was like, it was really bad, but it was still like, fine.
It was bad at best.
Yeah, like it was just not good. And then they made a second one. Holy God, is that one awful?
Oh my God, that fucking sucks.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Rise of the Silver Surfer, where he doesn't fucking talk the whole movie. He just sits on his surfboard going like this, like around. He's like riding around. And they're like, it's the Silver Surfer. We got to stop him. And they never do anything about
His
it.
movements are so fucking weird too. He's like
awful.
an NPC.
Yeah,
He's like,
he doesn't even say anything.
His little surfboard, he's like boogieing around.
And they ran out of budget to fucking make Galactus, so he's just this big fucking cloud that just talks. It was like the voice of God coming out. It was just horrendous. So
Yeah, 97 freeze.
97 freeze for sure. Ghost Rider. Have you seen these?
Okay. Ghost I do like the first one.
The first one is decent. I will say that. It's not good, but it's decent.
I can't speak for the other ones though.
There's one more. Ghost Rider Revelation.
There's only one? I thought there was 3.
Two. There's 2.
2 of them. Okay.
I don't think there's 3. I remember the first and the second.
I would say first would be like C tier.
I'm putting Revelations in 97 freeze though.
Yeah.
That movie was boring. Boring.
No, thank you. Ghost Not Rider.
Now this is the Fantastic Four movie with Michael B. Jordan.
He was good.
No, it's fucking awful.
No, like
he was fine.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
was
he
good.
was fine. His character wasn't fine. His character was
Yeah.
just flat. All their characters were flat.
I would put it like F.
Okay. Venom.
So there's Venom, and then there's
Venom Rise of Carnage. Or whatever.
Reynolds. Okay. I would say I think it could make a run for B tier.
I'm saying C.
Yeah. It was a lot better than Rise of Carnage. The Rise of
I didn't
Carnage
even see that one.
was really bad. So basically it was him and Carnage, and they both just like did their own thing.
Mhm.
And like again, it was like Spider-Man 2 where like Eddie Brock was like kind of down on himself or something like that, and he like got in a fight with Venom, and Venom just left him or whatever, like his wife left him basically. And like he wasn't with Venom for like a quarter of the movie, and then he got back with Venom, and then the first time that Venom and Carnage actually fought each other
Mhm.
was the final fight. They didn't like fight each other before then. So it was just like there was just one like big fight at the end, and like the fight was okay. That one I would say like probably F or D.
Morbid Time. I haven't even seen this movie. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't even seen this.
I watched like 20 minutes and then stopped watching. I should probably go back and watch it just so I like
Since
have
say you
seen-
watched it.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised they somehow willed it back into theaters.
yeah,
And no one went and saw it.
exactly. They all just like
They fucked with them. Yeah. And they fucking believed it. They're like, oh, people want to go see it. Like, they're like, it's Morbid Time. Morbius is back in
Morbid
theaters. And it
time.
was like, well, I'm not actually going to see it.
no one
though.
actually went and saw it, so
I'm saying if you got through 20 minutes and you stopped,
it's probably on pace for 97. freeze.
97 freeze, okay. I saw it get like a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes. That was interesting.
That's 7 more than it.
Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Ultra Giga Chad.
I was about to say, like, that's unquestionably one of the...
Probably one of the best in the Marvel.
Next is, we'll do this. Incredible Hulk, or the Hulk, the regular.
I would say the first one is a lot worse than the second one. The first one made the Hulk like like neon green, like
Yeah,
not neon green, but he was
He was
way
a
too
bright green, and he looked like a fucking character from like a video game. Like he didn't look
Yeah.
like he was.
He had like the square Neanderthal head too and shit, and
He
like
was.
that was the one where like the more that okay, I do kind of like this part about Hulk is that the angrier he gets, like the bigger he gets and like he grows. They actually had that in that movie, but other than that, it was pretty shitty. Like I'm not gonna lie, it was
Like an
really
F
bad.
or 97 freeze.
I would say F.
Okay, the Incredible Hulk.
The second one.
Yeah,
Okay, that one I did like more.
it was really fucking boring. I watched it as a kid. That was the only time I've seen it.
Yeah, I would say the fight scenes definitely save it.
The fight scene, or like the last act is probably good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Abomination fight. That's pretty much the one thing I
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
That part was entertaining.
It was, yeah.
So I want to say D. Like it had some redeeming qualities, but it was
Yeah.
still a bad movie.
I could go with D.
So now we're through that shit. We're on to the MCU finally. So
Hell yeah.
we have Iron Man. We'll do the Iron Man trilogy first.
First Iron Man.
First Iron Man.
That one was a banger.
I'm gonna say Ultra Giga for me.
Ultra Giga.
I think it's because it launched literally everything to come after it, and it was a top tier movie by itself.
It was.
And also set like specific elements that movies use now.
I don't think that the other Iron Man movies quite live up to it.
Now we're on Iron Man 2.
That was that the whip guy?
That was the whip guy.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't
I
like
thought
whip
that
guy.
one was.
I thought that one was probably the worst out of the Iron Man movies.
Oh, really? I think the
Yeah.
third's the worst. I think number 2 is mid, really mid, and then the third is like a little below that because it was just like.
What was third
like
where he
lava
was
people.
Yeah, he was having PTSD too.
Yeah, from the
Stuff.
Avengers.
I could probably put them both in the same category.
Okay, you thinking C, D?
I would give it a solid C
Okay.
because they're still pretty good.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. saves it. If it
Yeah.
wasn't him as Iron Man, those movies wouldn't be as good. Because, I mean, he just has the charisma to kind of make it entertaining, even though the story's goddamn awful.
Right.
Like, I don't, just
And you're
both of
fighting
the
a whip guy.
yeah, both of the villains suck. Another one was like a simpy dude that like loved Pepper and like he had hot fingers basically. Like, oh, I got lava fingers.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, gonna touch you with my little sausage fingers.
okay, now we have the Thor trilogy. What do you think of these? Thor 1. We'll start with Thor 1.
Thor 1.
It's the most forgetful fucking movie. That and Dark World actually are both forgetful.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say I'd say maybe Dark World would be under Thor.
Yeah.
The first one. I'd say probably Thor 1 would be like a D tier.
I agree. I'm thinking Thor 2. I'm thinking F.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that one a fat F.
Yeah, that one was bad.
What do you think of Thor Ragnarok? I think it's one of the.
Yeah, I think probably A tier.
Yeah, I think it's one of the best.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that they found their footing with that one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Love and Thunder's on here, so we'll do that one too. What do you think of Love and Thunder?
I have not seen.
You haven't
Love
seen
and
it yet?
Thunder. No,
What the
not
fuck?
yet.
It's on Disney Plus.
I know. I need to see it, but I can't speak much on it.
I think it was real good, but
But
they leaned into the comic relief too much.
okay.
Like in the Ragnarok, they had comic relief, but they it was well paced in time. Like this one, it was that was it.
It was overburdening.
Yeah, they tried to throw it into the front end where before it was a nice you got your cheeseburger here and you got your salad on the side. You know?
Yeah.
The comedic effect was the salad on the side, but in this one, it was they made a big ass fucking salad and they gave you this tiny little steak, on the side. The steak was the plot, and then they just
fucking drowned you in comic relief.
yeah, they drowned you in fucking romaine lettuce. They drowned you in it, and then they said, "Oh, we also have Christian Bale in this movie. Too bad we're misusing how much we use it." He was he was there in the beginning, and he showed up like once or twice, and then he was at the end, and that was like it. Like he was a good villain, but they just like didn't really use him to the potential he could have. Because they were like they were gagging a lot. They were making a lot of gags, and they were funny. But I was like, but it held back the movie from being like better.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking C. I think it's.
I could go with that. Middle of the road-ish.
We're on to the Cap America movies.
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the first one. What do you think of the first one?
First one probably. So there's a first one. There's Winter Soldier.
And there's Civil War.
And there's Civil War.
I think the first is the weakest of the three.
I would agree.
Cause
I would probably put it like C tier.
Okay. Cause I liked it. I thought it was a good movie, but like compared to what they have now, it's just kind of all right. And the Red Skull's like, even though he's like, Captain America's like iconic villain, you know, he's basically a Nazi. He was just like, I don't know, just boring.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, you got a Red Skull and you got
weird.
You get superpowers. Ooh, good for you, buddy. Like, you want to bomb the U.S. Congrats, you're not the first one to want to do that.
Right.
So anyway, I thought Winter Soldier, this is my favorite MCU movie. I think Ultra Giga. What do you think?
I would go with Ultra Giga.
I like the thrill you have the entire time. Because like Bucky's literally hunting him down the whole time.
Yeah, and you don't really know it's Bucky until the end. Civil War, I'd probably say it would make a strong B tier.
I'll vibe with that. I liked it a lot. I like that's my favorite comic arc. They didn't do it the same at all because they couldn't whenever at the point they were at.
Yeah,
but they did a good job.
They did
making it into what it was. So
there's that really iconic scene of Captain America like fucking holding the helicopter, like
yes, the fucking bicep moment.
That was insane.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty damn good scene. Next is the Guardians movies.
I would say B or A for me.
I'll say A.
Okay.
I thought they did the whole banter and shit like perfectly. I think volume 2 is weaker though.
I did agree.
I think the story, I mean, like the characters are all there still and they're all doing their thing still, but I think the plot wasn't as great as the first one.
I could go for like C tier on that one.
Yeah, it was still like good.
He was like looking for his dad or whatever, and then he's like, "Oh, my dad sucks."
Yeah. Hey, I love me some Kurt Russell, but like his ego was just he's like an alright villain, but
it's kind of mid villain.
Avengers, we'll do all 4 of them. Let's just go for it.
Okay.
Avengers 1.
Avengers 1, C.
C?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
What do you think?
I think Avengers 1 is a B.
B?
B. I could even say A, because I just thought they did everything real well.
I don't know. Just like something about it, I felt like they could have done a little bit better with the story aspect and like portraying Loki.
Oh yeah.
But that's just me. I think it could maybe go into B as well.
We'll do B then.
Okay,
Avengers 2. I'm thinking C.
Yeah,
maybe
C or D for me.
Okay.
It was just they had like Vision in there, but like he was kind of like a mess up, right?
Well, yeah, he was
trying to make Ultron.
Ultron was making him.
Oh, that's right.
Because he wanted a better body. But then they uploaded Jarvis's consciousness or something into Vision. Don't ask me how that works, but they did that. They did that somehow.
Upload the consciousness.
Yeah, upload consciousness into robot.
Yeah, I'd probably put it in D, to be honest.
Okay, Avengers Infinity War.
Infinity War?
I'm saying Ultra Giga for me.
I think so too. That one like set up everything perfectly.
And like everything was leading up to it.
Right.
And I don't know. They fucking hit that thing on the nail for me. And I liked how I don't know, it was just super hyped to be in the theater when I was out.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, like when Captain America comes at the train station, his music starts playing. I was like, clap, like, woo! It's like, let's go.
He has the flow and the beard and everything.
He's like beating the shit out of that fucker. We won't talk about how Scarlett Johansson had like blonde eyebrows with her blonde hair. That was a little
weird, but
that was a little odd. I was like, they bleached her eyebrows too. I'm like, why did they even do that? It's like, there's no point. Endgame. How are we thinking about Endgame?
I do like me some Endgame, to be honest.
I thought it was really good. I think the first quarter is a little slow, but I still like the first quarter, you know. So I'm thinking A. I don't think it's up there with Infinity War.
I would say A, yeah.
But I still think it's really fucking good.
Yeah, it has a lot of iconic moments in it.
I felt I liked the end fight. But I felt like they did some cheesy shit with it at times, which whatever. But because they're trying to put all these characters. I just hate Captain Marvel like with a fucking passion, like horribly hate her character.
Yeah,
nothing against Brie Larson. I just fucking hate her character.
Yeah.
She's so fucking uptight and bitchy. So when she got God slapped by Thanos and got fucking out for the count, oh my
Smash Bros. Smash.
I was rooting for him there. Like, maybe that sounds bad, you know. Oh, this dude that's committed genocide. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, put her in the ground. Fuck her up.
Yeah.
God, she's pissed me off so hard.
There was one scene I thought was really funny. It was where Ant-Man was like comically large and he goes in for like the slow punch of the Leviathan. He's like, ooh. It was just really funny to me.
Ant-Man 1, what do you think?
B at best.
Okay, I was thinking C.
That's fine. That's fine with me.
I think it was like a good heist movie and stuff. I just don't think it was anything out of this world.
Yeah.
You know?
For me, the Ant-Man movies, like all of them, aren't super spectacular.
I thought Ant-Man and the Wasp was worse. I want to say D.
Yeah, I would agree.
I don't know.
So, gotta go to the quantum realm.
And then I thought the lady that like vibrates or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, your power's vibrating. I thought that was just weird.
Yeah.
And like
the vibrator.
I think the thing I just didn't like was the fact that they didn't work together the entire time, even though they were working towards like the same fucking goal. And they even like Scott even goes like, oh, we're trying to do this, like we can help you, and she's like, no, I don't need your help. And then they end up working together anyway by the end of the movie. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why didn't they just fucking work together at the start? So I didn't understand the motives for the fucking characters half the time.
Right.
All right, Black Widow. Did you watch that one?
I did not watch
You didn't watch Black Widow.
I actually heard that it was decent though.
Well, I hear a lot of people say they don't like it at all, but I thought it was like C. Let's say C.
Middle of the road.
Yeah. The Taskmaster was really cool, but the main big bad was this dude who like they couldn't kill him because of how he smells.
What?
Yeah, it's really weird. Like,
what?
So he's the one that runs the Widow like operation.
Like garlic breath.
I guess. I mean, he did this thing to them when he trained them, where he like basically made sure they couldn't kill him because like if they smell him, they like listen to his every order. It was really fucking weird. So I was just kind of like, okay, that's a weird way to like counterattack. Like, you can't touch me because of how I smell.
You gotta put like, nose plugs in.
No, I can't do anything.
He smells too good.
Oh, so that part kind of ruined a little bit for me because I was just kind of sitting like, what the fuck? I don't think Wakanda Forever is on here, but we'll just write it in. But we have Black Panther 1. What do you think of that one?
Probably A tier.
I'm thinking so too. I really like. Some people hated the first one because they thought the fight was stupid at the end.
I didn't think so.
I forget the reason. They said like there's no tension or whatever because they have these suits. But I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. One of them died.
Yeah.
Like it didn't matter. They had these adamantium suits. Wakanda Forever.
I I would say probably A tier also for me.
Okay. I'll say A. I really liked that one. I really liked this story.
Yeah, it was good. It was a very sad movie. There was like
Yeah.
it was riddled with grief. But then like the movie also felt like it was more than just a movie because it felt like kind of like a whole tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
And so I really liked that aspect and what they did with that. So
I did too. I don't know. It just really spoke to the soul.
yeah,
Spider-Man's. More Spider-Man's.
more Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 1, what do you think?
Is that No Way Home?
It's Homecoming.
Homecoming.
It's the one with Vulture. I want to say it's C.
I would go with that C tier.
I think Far From Home was better.
I would put it in B tier.
B. It's like it's gonna climb the ladder here.
Yeah, I think so
then
too.
No Way Home is A.
I would say like high A.
High A. Yeah. Let's do Captain Marvel first. I just want to say I fucking hate this movie.
Bad 97
freeze. I don't care if people are going to argue that there's redeemable qualities. Like, yeah, they had Samuel L. Jackson there. Yeah, I love Samuel L. Jackson. But there is so many things about the movie that I fucking hated as like a comic book reader. One was that they fucked the scrolls up. They made them good. So they're now trying to rewrite it. So like, oh, that's just a section of scrolls, you know? Because they want to do the storyline where the scrolls take over different like superheroes, like they capture them and then they like implant into them. It's like
what?
So you know how scrolls can transform into whatever they want.
Yeah.
So there's a secret invasion storyline which they're trying to do now, where the scrolls like invade Earth and like so they were Captain America, and in the comics you just slowly start to notice things are off about people, and then it's like later revealed like Captain America's a scroll. Stuff, and like it's like you're like and everyone's flipping out because they're like, oh shit, like is there other people that are scrolls and shit? And it's just like slowly came about, like there was other people that are scrolls, and like Samuel L. Jackson, so
motherfucker,
Nick Fury was like trying to figure out this whole time, like he was prepared for this, like he knew it might come, so he like locks himself in a fucking den and is like trying to he's like
hermit,
and he's like what's your name, like tell me something that only you would know and shit, because like the scrolls have like basic information but they don't have like the deeper thoughts of someone once they like transform into them. So he was like sniffing them out and shit. It was crazy, but it was and they did it in a Disney fucking Marvel show. It was like the Avengers something. It was a cartoon. They did the storyline. It was really good. But then I watched Captain Marvel. I was like, what the fuck are these scrolls? I'm like, these aren't the scrolls I know.
What the hell?
They're not trying to take over the universe. They just want to get out.
I want like, evil scrolls, man.
I was pissed. So they're trying to write it off as that was just a section of scrolls now. But for the time when I watched this movie, I was pissed about that.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Captain Marvel is supposed to be like this perfect being. And like, no, I'm like, she's so fucking bitchy. And she's she was egotistical and she thought she was the best ever. And it just pissed me the fuck off. And I didn't like it.
Just like the rich kid in school.
Yeah. It was like Robert Downey. It was Iron Man without any of the faults. You know, he acts all egotistical and stuff, but he also has his faults and he has to deal with it. But Captain Marvel's whole movie is about how she was egotistical and stuff, but she doesn't have faults, you know, because like the man from whatever, the Kree dude was like, oh, you're no better than us, blah blah blah, and she goes, I am better, and then she like hits him and like
I am
she like shoots him with an energy burst or something and like wins, and like she walks on about her life, you know, thinking she's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm like, this is annoying. While we're at it, I'm gonna say Miss Marvel. I hated that show. I want to give it an F though. It's not as bad as Captain Marvel. Did you watch it?
F tier movie. Yeah.
Miss Marvel. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All 6 episodes?
Yeah.
What'd you think? So I thought it fell apart after the 3rd episode. Then it was awful. Because it was just like a weird fucking teen movie for me. And like she traveled into the time past and saved her grandma and shit, and it made no sense. And I was like, how'd you even do that in the first place?
Yeah. I would agree. It was just kind of weird.
I thought the first few, like, it was like, okay, this is like, I don't like it, but it's like promising. Like it could be all right. But then it was just like
it showed promise, but then didn't.
She goes to fucking Pakistan and then just random shit starts. She meets this secret organization that just takes her in because why the fuck not? And then they're like, oh, we need your help. And then she just dips, after like she leads the people to them that just fuck them up, like kill a couple of them, like kill the leader, and then she just dips, like she leaves. She's like,
sorry guys,
like,
I'm out.
Sorry that happened. Bye. Like it didn't make. And then she teleported to the past, and then she came back. She's like, Mom, I just teleported to the past. Blah blah. And her mom's like, oh okay. Like she just takes it. She's like, that's not weird.
Okay.
And then they go home. Like it was like, why'd you even go there? What was the whole point?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do anything there. They just went there to go there. Doctor Strange movies.
First one, I would say a B tier.
Okay, I can live with that. Multiverse of Madness. I think this was a weaker movie.
I really didn't like this movie. I thought there was like way too many like comical things.
Yeah, well,
like the whole storyline of him going with the girl, and they go to the one multiverse where it was the Illuminati. That for me was like, okay, like what are we doing here? And then they introduced like this whole council of the Illuminati people, and then killed them off within like 10 minutes.
Yep.
And so I was like, why even bother having them?
Well, I think so. From what I just am assuming from where it's going is just the fact that they introduce these people, so they're like canon or something. Yeah. It's like they're like, you saw Patrick Stewart as Professor X. You're like, okay, X-Men are now canon. Like, they're gonna have them. Like somehow, the whole multiverse shit's falling apart right now, because of what Doctor Strange did, what Peter did, all that kind of shit. So they can like start connecting more shit that they couldn't before. Yeah. So it's like they're opening. So I think they just introduced them to just introduce them. It's like, oh, we have Fantastic Four now. Oh, we have X-Men. Oh, we have the Inhumans with the Black Bolt guy.
I thought they could have done that in a better way, though. Yeah,
I think well, obviously they just killed him off for shock factor. Yeah. Because that's what that director, Sam Raimi, does. Because he's like, I don't know. It was comical at times. It was. Like, it was entertaining. Like, I was like, oh, shit, they just killed it. Like, it was cool. But I was like, overall as a movie, it was just like, it was almost like it was just doing stuff to do stuff. Like, they weren't like, oh, put zombie Doctor Strange in. Oh, do this, just to, fluff the movie up. And then and I thought like, okay, like at the end of the movie, I was like, it was a good movie. It wasn't like the best. But then they started doing weird shit. Like, they didn't just end the movie, like, you could have ended it when Doctor Strange got back to the thing, but then he gets in the street, he's like, oh, he's like feeling and then like a third eye opens. I just go, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, they don't ever explain that. Yeah, it just ends.
They still haven't explained that.
No, and then this girl comes out of this fucking portal and goes, hey, Mr. Strange, like, come with me. Something's falling. The multiverse is falling apart, and then he just goes, okay, and like the fucking eye opens again, and he just goes through. I'm like, what just happened? Like, why do you end your movie like that? It's like a cliffhanger. It's like, I don't know, it's not necessary. So that made the movie a lot worse for me. I'm thinking C or D.
I would go with D on that one.
Eternals. I'm gonna say an F. F for no fun.
I would say F for fuck up.
Yeah, well, they really fucked up. There's just way too many characters, way too slow paced. Like, and I don't know, they just did a lot of shit for
no reason.
It just didn't work. Okay, Shang-Chi. I love this movie.
Yeah, I thought it was a good movie.
I'm thinking A.
I would go with A, yeah.
Because the part that holds me back for it is I loved the fight between the dad and the son. But I think that's all it should have been. Yeah. I don't think they need to pull out the fucking Act 3 super CGI shit with the dragon and like have them fight the dragon. I thought that was so unnecessary because like I was super invested into him fighting his dad and like that like being the concluding shit. I was like, oh damn. Yeah. That's how I felt in Wakanda Forever too. Like, I felt really connected to that one fight between, I won't spoil it, between Shuri and that other guy. Yeah. I thought that's what the focus should be, and that's it. Like, you didn't need the other fight going on. Yeah. It's just fluff to add more action or whatever. Yeah. But, like, I'm more into that, like, grounded emotional fight, and that's what those two could have been. they had the same problem. They added too much to it because they were having that emotional ass fight. Then we cut to some comic relief while people are getting fucking stabbed. Like people are dying, and they're like, oh, look at my cool suit. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. Get out of here.
Yeah, fucking leave. Let me watch the actual
it's
fight.
It's so annoying because it's like. It's fucking annoying. I don't even know. It irks
look at my cool suit.
Look at my cool new suit. And I'm like, you're killing people. Why are you laughing about it? Yeah. Loki, have you seen that?
I have not.
Well, I'm gonna put an A because you need to watch it. That is the best show they've done. On it. That is the best show they've done, and has Owen Wilson in it.
Wow.
Wow. That makes it even better. What If? Have you watched What If?
No, but I have heard mixed things about it.
I thought it was decent. I'm gonna put in D.
Okay.
Because it was like entertaining, but it wasn't necessary, and like some of them were entertaining, and the other episodes were just really boring.
Yeah.
Like the first episode was boring, and I didn't watch it. I like skimmed it, and then I watched the next one, and that one was really good. So
they're not connected, are they?
No, they're just like, what if this happened instead of this kind of thing.
Oh, I got you.
WandaVision. I don't think you've finished it yet.
I have not, but it's pretty good so far.
I think it's C or B. What do you feel from what you've had?
I would feel like a B.
Okay.
It's a solid movie.
I think
show. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the end is a little, but everything else was good. I think the end was just like, classic Marvel stuff. So, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna say C. I think it fits in with C.
C tier.
Yeah, it was a little boring on the front load, and then it got real good. They got its footing.
Okay.
I think
they kind of found it.
Yeah, I think they should have not made it as long as it was. They didn't need it to be. But it did tell like a good story. Hawkeye, how you like that?
I really like Hawkeye.
I do too. I'm giving B.
B, yeah, I would say solid B.
A lot of people didn't like it because they didn't like Kate Bishop. I thought she was fine.
I thought she was fine.
Yeah, I don't know why people didn't like her as that. I don't know. People get pissed at weird shit. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I thought she was fine, and I thought it was very entertaining. Moon Knight. Did you watch that?
I have not.
I'm gonna put it in B, which is probably people are gonna disagree with me because people are like, it's too confusing and stuff. But I was like, that's the fun part. Like it's like a mystery because he's got the split personality, and sometimes for the first episode or two, you only follow one of them. So he just wakes up and he's somewhere else and something happened, and you don't know why or how. But then you slowly get a piece together. He's got
that's kind of cool though.
It was really cool, but people didn't like it because it was confusing. I was like, you just gotta follow it. Like you gotta keep up. And then it did the classic thing. There's this big like CGI battle at the end. On top of this other battle that was happening, and the big CGI battle did not need to happen, but it did. And I was like, I don't know why they did it. Like, whatever. We got a pretty decent list.
Yeah.
We got our challenge.
Yeah.
After a quick gym break.
Ryan's gonna join us.
Ryan's gonna join us in the tub.
Gym bro.
Last week we pulled
who can sit in an ice bath the longest?
Yeah, so we're gonna squeeze in our little tub. We're gonna squeeze in our little tub. So you can
both of us.
Yeah, so you can outlast the other. In freezing temps when it's already cold in the Midwest.
I think our list was pretty good.
I think it hits all the notes.
Yeah. I think we did a good job kind of explaining why we put things where they were.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many of the shows, but most of the movies I've seen, and I'm feeling pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Any closing remarks?
I don't think so. We'll pull and everything when we get to it.
Yeah.
You're currently up by a point. Because you rolled a 1. You rolled the lowest number you could have. So
yeah. So
we're gonna jump to the tub.
All right. We'll see you guys there
in 1 second.
Yeah.
We're here.
Oh, God. This looks stupid as fuck.
Ice bath, baby.
It's like a lukewarm ice bath.
Oh, not over here, bro.
Can you sit down or you?
Get
We didn't really think this through, did we? Raised in the water.
You know, I thought our tub was kind of bigger than this.
I didn't. I can't get my knees in though.
Scoot back a little bit. You have room?
No, I'm on the wall.
I love sharing a cramped bath.
Oh yeah. It's like when you're 8 years old.
And you have to share a bath with your uncle.
That's what I was thinking. This is such a unique angle. This is very. This is the
bro.
Yeah, I know. This is the thumbnail.
Time to turn it up a notch. Oh, it's like right down my shorts. Oh man, that's really cold.
Yeah. Should have got a lifeguard.
Do you need a lifeguard? It's very dangerous.
What if we drowned in this small pool?
Oh shit, I missed. Oh, gotta get the shoulder. Oh, okay, I'm out. I'm out.
My first points. What do you reckon it'll be?
1.
Me too.
Oh, damn, it was a 4.
Want to do the honors? We got wet fingies. You gonna dry those suckers?
Hold on, let me dry it off with a towel.
Get your grubbers in there. Okay now.
Alright. We have play pong, but every time the other makes a cup, you eat a sardine.
Oh. I'm out. We're out. Goodbye.
Cool.
See you next week.
But
Bye. Oh, my foot's asleep.